Hi, guys. Hi, May! Nice metal pipe. Good job. Welcome to the stream! Oh my god! Ugh, sorry that I had to push the stream today, guys. Yesterday I was feeling kinda tired and shitty, and my brain was just fried. And I was like, did you hit the mosquito? What? 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 Uh-huh. Okay. 1 second. Okay. I'm very confused. I'm just gonna... Okay, are we good? Are we... I'm so confused on what's happening. Like, am I getting sent something? Am I... Oh! Now I get it! I understand now. It was a funny haha. I get it. My brain didn't click. See, this is how fried my brain is, guys. It only took 3 minutes! Moving on, we're gonna change the topic. Oh my god. Okay. What happened last time? Some dude died in an elevator that's located on a plane. Apparently the luggage is kinda huge. We got blamed for it at first, but then we proved our innocence, and then there was this asshole who, is kind of, but not kind of fluent in English, accusing us, and he also likes art, and he was just a bit of a dick. And so, yeah, now we're here. Our plane has landed. Apparently the cops are on the scene. And, I don't think we have access to our crime scene anymore, because the cops are there. Which sucks. But, okay. Hey! I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Teniro and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Teniro in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisca! Francisca's in this game! Holy shit! Oh, the chat, you're blocking her. Hold on. Let us see the queen! I gotta move chat. Make her a little bit smaller. Francisca! No, that's not it. Not more foolish! Too bad! Where's my chat box? Sound alerts. Window capture. Oh, there it is. There we go. I did not sign up for this! Oof! Ripperoni. Well, Francisca's here! Alright. Francisca, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I'm needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Francisca von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. What? What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue, but I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day. When a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal, have you no shame? Wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding! I didn't kill the victim! A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed in which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? Yeah! Buddies! Yes! I have to get- oh shit, she's leaving already, damn it! I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir! Gumshoe, yay! Too slow. Oh, Jesus! He pissed on my fucking wife! Yeah, that's right. He took his hedgehog little quilly dick out, and he pissed on my fucking wife, and he said his dick was this big. And I said, that's disgusting, so I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you've got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All point, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like two balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot! You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too. Okay, anyways. I love what these, now that we actually see their full body characters, we can actually see Von Karma whipping Gumshoe. Oh my god. Ow! Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective. Oh my god. Ah, yes sir, understood sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Oh, we get to see her curtsy! It's great. Bye, ma'am. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lead on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case I have a few questions for you. Sir, yes, sir. Okay, also, there's a character that I recognize. The guy sitting with his back towards us in the blue with the long ponytail in black, that's the director of the Steel Samurai. The one dude that spoke in numbers and was a total creep. From the Ace Attorney series. That's him. Yep. Don't remember his name, but I recognize his character. So, how's the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office, and we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case. I'd say she was, a little too quick, sir. Oh? And how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something, and had come in advance to await your flight's arrival. It was sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this. Weird. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident. No details? It's kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, detective. Well, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's all about the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Okay. Where do I go? Oh, can't leave. Okay, time to go this way. Oh, shit! Oh, boy. Francisca's gonna arrest me on the spot, but she's right there. Whatever, it's fine. So you must be the captain? Why, yes I am, and who might you be? I am the prodigy prosecutor, Francisca Von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain. Getting friendly with another woman? I'll never forgive you if you do. Oof. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet money on our dear Captain to be much of a reputable person. Oh boy. Sure you don't want to ask the Captain some questions, sir? He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Don't mind us, Francisca. Bye! Ah! What was that? Why did you just randomly scream? I don't understand. Was it her whip? I must have missed something. I don't know. Now see here! Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry! Oh, fucking LeBlanc. Oh, that's what his name was. Oh, shit. This is our asshole guy that was into art and shit. Yep. So, yeah. This is the asshole. Alright. How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal, I told you! Mr. LeBlanc? Oh, it is you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going! Time is money! I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend! Oh, sir? Sir, you can't go in there. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I am one of the prosecutors on this case, so please let me through. I'm very sorry, sir. No one is allowed to enter without Miss Von Karma's express permission. But I'm on the case. Yes, I understand that, but I also have explicit instructions to not let you through from Miss Von Karma! Why would you do this to me, Francisca? Sorry, dude. Hey, LeBlanc. Okay. Did you finish taking his statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back! Cargo? If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay! Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts. Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Piece of cloth? What? Oh shit, it does! Oh my god, it's the same fabric! Wow, okay. Okay, scene is blocked off. Nice. Looks like we can't go beyond there, sir. Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Shit. Okay, sir. Sir, what happens if I present? Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me? Hmm? Oh, it's a Berignian cloth! As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose. Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous, orders come from overseas for more. Interesting. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective! When can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendance room, too. That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Mr. Nero. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There was another conversation. Ugh. Okay. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendance room for her interview, and then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is Mr. Nero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time? Hi, Francisca. Miles Edgeworth. You were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Nero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room? Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, shit! Argument! We're arguing with Francisca, shit! Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. Oh, shit. The likeliest suspect, Francisca. Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast. Oh, shit. How do I do that? My brain is fucking dead. Okay. Complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here in the very lounge the body was discovered. Uh-huh. The only person in the lounge was me. Nero say that she was also here? Okay, hold on. It's been a while, it's been a while, it's been a while. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant. Wait, the victim was seen calling for an attendant?
Hold it!
What? What do you mean by seen? Please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then from the time after that call until the body was found... Oh, shit. The victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. What? What? I'm so confused. Hold on. Ugh! But he was in his seat. Wait, okay. We made... Okay. The entire time in the first half, or in the beginning section, we made the conclusion the body... Oh, excuse me. The crime did not happen in the elevator. The body was put there. Because of the super huge ass suitcases. And then the footprints. And we also found the cloth inside of the suitcase.
Objection!
Yeah. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. Oh, excuse me! Jesus! Ah! Okay. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. Ah, nice. We get to hear her voice. It's great. Now, who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point? As if there is proof of that. Yeah. Footprints!
Take that!
Oh, holy shit! Oh my god, new person! Ah! Knife King 23, thank you so much for the follow! Greatly appreciate it! Welcome to the stream! Yes, welcome to our little weird corner of the internet. I'm playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collection for the first time. Welcome, Ritual. Ah! Oh my god, we're 5 followers away from our follower goal. Holy shit! If our... Oh, Jesus. welcome metal pipe for our new person. If my stream labels will update, it should say 120. We're 5 away from Twilight Princess! Let's go. Oh, also, there is a 10-minute timer, for new people, just to prevent bots and stuff. So after that 10-minute timer, if you'd like to type in chat, feel free to do so. Yes, yes. Alright. Anyways. Alright. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. That proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here. Yeah, it's right here. Wheel marks.
Take that!
This mark here. Wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from 2 wheels? I suppose. Furthermore, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. This means the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses. Oh shit! Not so fast! This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. Oh boy. You prepared yourself and inquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence, and out flew the body from within the What? With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. What? Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Okay. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. You waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then while you were in the elevator with the body stuffed in the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within. First off, that's not possible. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Yeah, it was taken out of its display case in the inflate shop after the turbulence.
Objection!
Francisca! The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic, essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And when it was taken after, the turbulence had occurred. But then what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick up the bank from the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Ackby Hicks. You there! Yes, ma'am! Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Ah!
If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence.
Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage,
or is still at the real crime scene.
oh boy.
There is one more possibility.
And that would be?
The piggy bank is in fact the real weapon.
But didn't we just...
Let me finish! The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say it's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means the killer had the key to the display case.
Francisca, the person you're talking about...
Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her.
Yes.
Very well. Permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other?
I have no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish.
Miss Chiniro is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Open sesame!
Hi, man. Wow, this room is tiny. Why is there another suitcase? I don't understand. Okay, whatever.
So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission? Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Mr. Nero.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth! You're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
Alright.
Yay! Hi, ma'am. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to talk to Gumshoe. I wanted to talk to Mr. Nero. Hi! Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because she was the one that went up to the captain to grant us permission to investigate. She said that, hey, we were all good. And then the other flight attendant, who apparently has something with the captain going on, I don't know, some sort of relationship, was like, yeah, he didn't grant you permission at all. What are you talking about? Okay. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Are you gonna talk, or?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness!
Miss Teniro,
is it? There's one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well,
Why is the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work, then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Miss Teniro claims to have no other reason than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. What? Oh, the bank? The suitcase. Probably the suitcase. If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Teniro.
Oh, that suitcase!
Yes, about this suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
Oh shit! It was the last one? Why didn't we see two? The last one there? What? So you're saying, Mr. Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes, they're just so popular they're practically flying off the shelves.
It's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
And say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, that is, how should I put this? It's hideous. It's ugly as fuck.
What?
Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Mr. Nero, what is one of those suitcases do- Oh, shit! What is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only 1 left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a long... $1,000! $1,200 for a suitcase! God damn!
Holy shit!
She's for long... Oh, wait! The price tag's still on it! I saw the money and then I realized that, oh my god, it's still got its price tag. She's used it for a long time. I think not. Mr. Nero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time.
'Cause it's got a price tag!
Take that!
Tell me, Mr. Nero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
Ah! What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Mr. Nero, I think I understand. I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally... I don't know where it was originally. The shop, yeah. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase... Sure, let's try it. This is the No, but I don't understand your line of shit. I'll admit I was wrong. Okay. It wasn't. Okay. The suitcase was on sale in the in-flight shop. The person who bought the suitcase was LeBlanc, because that was... I don't understand. What if she was the one that bought her own suitcase?
Take that!
That makes sense. Oh, apparently it does make sense. My brain is not working today. Alright. It was you, wasn't it, Miss De Niro? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I'd finally accomplished something. But the suitcases didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? Not because it's as you put it. Hideous. I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them, either. We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. What?! Jesus! You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see, so in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. Oh, geez. This receipt is clearly time-stamped. 5:40 a.m. Interesting. Okay. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Mr. Nero, where are those other suitcases? They should all be down in the cargo hold. And the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think the killer used one of my suitcases to... Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. Ah! How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I've ever wished for them to be. Mr. Nero, is there any other way to get the cargo to the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because, just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to, which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room. Eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Yes, Francisca. What do you want now? Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name. What do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells us the whole story. Yes, which is why I'd said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card. Miles Edgeworth! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, it's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier, and she had this to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Meal? In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda De Niro, and only you. Ah! What? Is this true, Miss De Niro? Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes, hold on. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Waited 10 minutes to say follow, just to say my glorious king Miles Edgeworth. Oh my god. Ah, refreshing. Okay. Welcome to chat. Thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, yes. We all love our precious Edgeworth. Okay. Ah! I don't believe it! What's wrong? The card's gone.
Yes! The key card. It's gone! Oh, shit. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through. Wait! It's not like that! You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman!
Yes, ma'am!
Oh no! Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm sorry, there's really nothing I can do. Goodbye, ma'am.
What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face.
Francisca, I know that you were the lead investigator on this case. However,
hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time! You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth?
I intend to do likewise.
Yay, adventure! Oh, to be continued. Oh, shit!
Oh, ladder. Decisive weapon. Okay. You know, we'll keep going! Yeah! God damn, this is a huge airplane! Jesus! Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Look at Edgeworth over, just peeking over Gumshoe's shoulder. Look at, he's such a short boy. So this is the cargo hold, huh? Oh, bye. It's so big! That's what she said. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating.
So this is the real scene of the murder?
There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir! Yay! Missing suitcase! Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair! This must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy! Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! I think I'll pass. And Miss Teniro wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although it definitely looks like there is one missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass Ooh! Glass! That's not good. Okay. Bed sheets? Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. It sure brings back memories as when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Fuck you, Gumshoe. Suitcase! Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? It's what the victim checked in, sir. So the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we take a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? There's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it. Huh? Looks like a profile on Francisca. What? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? Weird. Highly flammable. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one it says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Oh my god, okay. Elevator. Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the 1st floor, detective. It can't move. Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally, anyway, without the special keycard. The door in the attendance room... both the door to the attendance room
and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Interesting. Okay. Sir, have you seen anything? Have you noticed anything strange happening around here?
No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing.
I'm not sure that you meant to sound so oblivious. Oh, okay. Francisca.
There's something I need to show ya.
You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was.
Interesting.
I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Interpol. I'm just gonna call it Interpol, because it's easier for me to pronounce. As an Interpol liaison. Interesting. Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I can't really tell you more than I already have.
Interesting. Well, I found a thingy.
Shit, where is it? Fuck! Why can't I present it? Bullshit!
Hey, Gumshoe, do you have anything for me?
Oh, Nero's line. So that flight attendant wrote it to Nero. She's the killer, isn't she?
I don't think we can say for sure yet, but there certainly are a great number of things pointing us in that direction.
You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase?
Yes, however, in regard to the key card being stolen,
I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about that.
Hey!
Oh, wait!
His glasses were broken! Yeah! I got such a big brain! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses! Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses' lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Shit.
Fuck! Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Okay, how do we do that? Big boy, big thing. I didn't know that this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo. This thing's as tall as 2 of you on top of each other, sir. It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity. What, really? I guess it sounds about right. There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective. Hey, where's my weapon? Weapon, sir? I'd like to find a weapon, please. Though I haven't found one yet. And that's a little concerning. Why is Gumshoe... Just... Okay, whatever. Okay, I think these 2 other ones match as well. I'm gonna try them out. Yeah! Awesome! Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca? Oh, I know! I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir! Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her! Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, an Interpol agent Hicks! I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Ma'am! You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. Ooh. He went undercover to investigate this crime, and it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage! Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it! Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases, and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open, and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Interesting. I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth, but the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Oh, another argument? Are you serious? Fuck. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. And I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Remember, any one of them could show to Agent... Yeah. Only person with such a high level of access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. Good God. Well, Miss... fucking... Chamomile... She's also there, too, and there's only 2 lockers, and the only other person... my brain is trying to formulate sentences. It was stolen.
Hold it!
But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero. It's highly likely? Is that possibility the best you can come up with? Can you call yourself a disciple of my father? Ugh! Yes, well, while I don't have any evidence, Be quiet! You're a disgrace! There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away. You're talking about the murder weapon, the Captain Ugo piggy bank? Yes! She's also the only person with a key to open that display case. Matter of the key.
Hold it!
But that is a fake. Oh. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. You must keep on insisting that it's a fake. Then what is the real murder weapon, and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us entertain— what? The body? Or the bank? No, yeah, no, the body! We don't have any information about the body! Because it's at we don't have an autopsy report yet. The body! Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see? If the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon. Scruffy? Yes, sir? Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Oh, yes, sir! Bye, Gumshoe. Bye-bye! We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Oh, boy. Hi, Gumshoe. You're back. What is it, Detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure. Report, now! The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back. He was beaten over such a wide area? Well, I say maybe it's the sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. Interesting. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, that's, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. They're too slow! You're completely useless! No! Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there! No, you remove yourself from my way— I think it's LeBlanc. Yeah, it's LeBlanc. Oh god, what is all that racket? Hi, LeBlanc. My luggage! My cargo! They're mine, and I demand you return them to me! We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have how did you get in here? I suppose there is no choice. Finally, I think he gave— Hey, what are you? You have left me no choice but to use strong force! Ah! You won't get past me! Oh, shit! Look at it! Oh, no! LeBlanc, you dumbass! This is— Wait, that's it? So that's what this whole thing has been about! Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous okay. Yeah, he fell! After all, you know that we searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. The doc said it's one gigantic bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back! As he falls in slow motion. Oh no! Oh my god. It's— oh, fuck! It's either the piggy bank or— okay, hold on. Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, his cause of death was that he fell!
Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far bigger. He fell!
He fell!
If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. So far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Francisca!
What? What do you want?
I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon.
You did?
He really jumped! We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check on him. We don't give a shit about LeBlanc, Gumshoe. He's an asshole.
There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
It's coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with the evidence.
You two aren't listening at all, are you?
Come on, then. Show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
I don't have the evidence to show. It's right there! I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool.
It's the first one, Mink. The first foolish sentence, there it is.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me. But I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death. Freefall! He fell! The victim fell from a great height, and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free-falling to the ground. He fell
to his death?
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and back. The only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the entire time.
You can't mean...
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold.
What?
Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. LeBlanc! Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Quiet! Why are you screaming? He's alive!
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean?
Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Borignian pancake for sure, sir!
Suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there! So there's no point in entertaining your wild, hypothetical scenarios.
And maybe there now. But there's no proof that it was always there.
Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
Oh! Yes!
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Shangfa?
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Shangfa in order to refuel.
that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. It's labeled Shangfa Express! Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Shangfa. Interesting. Now what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Shangfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. But your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Ooh. More shit. Refreshing. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. A leaf red statue? Never heard of it. Nor I. But all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Now let's get investigating, sir. Oh, shit! No, LeBlanc! Oh, boy. There he goes. Hi, sir. This is his cargo, isn't it? Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission! Don't rush up on me like that, pal! So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. Hi, sir! Oh, shit. I have to appease Mr. LeBlanc if I want anything more. Okay. Hi, sir. Okay. I take it that this piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc? Of course it is mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe! This leaf red statue is worth 10 million cents! No, maybe much, much more! Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Darn, how did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, that in euros or dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, is there a chance that your cargo is related? There is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no! There will be no touching. Oh, shit. Well, fuck! Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. I'm sure this brings back- oh, shit. I already have this! Stop. Stop it. I've already gone through this conversation. Okay, hold on. Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring. And it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Shangfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Oh! He's smuggling shit! About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things, those thieves would not dare! I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Airway, that's a bill. What? Huh? I can't read this! What does it say? It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this first certificate.
Oh, that's...
Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there.
Huh. Huh. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. Whoa! This... I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Leaf Red? It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. The statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. That's the thing that was in the picture. I believe a closer look is warranted here. There's So this is the infamous Leaf Red statue. Huh? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Something wrong? Wait, I have a comparison photo. Yeah, his eyes are the wrong color! Buddy, you've got a fake! Yeah, orange! Orange! No, it's not! The statue's a fake! Cause we have a picture! I got the photograph! Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty! They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir! I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets! Focus, detective! What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah! Sir, they're red! As I thought, this statue is a fake! Mr. LeBlanc, what do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The Leaf Red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir, so it sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but... Is that sympathy? For what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. Gumshoe. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Oh. Here's a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. No! Now, do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake. Ah, fake! I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we've confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Shangfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Evidence that was brought on board in Shangfa. Oh, the cloth! What's this? The statue looked like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. Kinda resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Haha! You! What did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone! It's too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinates. Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it! It's the cover! The cloth cover! It means that this package was here before this one, and this one literally says Shangfa. think that's just a texture in glass. Is it...
Eureka!
Yeah! Oh, fuck. I think it's really suspicious looking, sir! Fuck! But it's... What do I have? Oh, fuck! It was just the wrong piece of evidence. There we go! There's clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. That's not possible!
But it is. It shouldn't be this way. But the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Shangfa. There's no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Shangfa.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane had landed.
That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there's someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Huh. Interesting. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Shangfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Shangfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move the statue immediately!
I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now! Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the leaf red statue out of the way, we tested the area underneath it with luminol, and there was a reaction! He fell! I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood with the rag? Oh no! LeBlanc, what did you do? The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
See, they had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Shangfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Shangfa? There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Shangfa,
This becomes highly suspect. No, no, no. Oh, my thing is gone! Fuck! I think it's Miss Meal. Cause she said that he was in his seat at— oh wait. Okay, I have a health bar. The times referenced by Mr. LeBlanc in his testimony are inaccurate. However, I believe the actual body of his testimony is fairly reliable. What are you sputtering on about over there? Hurry up with your answer! Oh shit, okay, it is Miss Meal. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed in Shangfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat by 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir! But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. Aw, yippee! I've only been alive for an hour and a half. Let's keep going. We're gonna finish this case today. I feel like we can finish this one right now. Hi! Mr. Taniro, aren't you supposed to be at the station? Didn't you get arrested? Miss Meal? Honk shoe. Me, 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 me. Miss Meal! Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Shangfa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Shangfa. Oh? Miss Cammy Meal! Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did? No one can make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Meal, if you please tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. Ooh, excuse me, and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh boy! She's... oh yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. And she's out again? Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Meal, wake up! She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Oh boy. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes, press. Let me press. Thank you. If I remember correctly, food was being served in the first class in the lounge, between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff is run by Miss Rhoda. And then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating? And then having a most delicious dream? You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Let me press. Okay. So you were alone the entire time, were you? Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Objection! Miss Meal,
There's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Okay, hold on. From 5 to 6. Because there were meals, but... Because Miss Teniro bought her suitcase at 5:40.
Take that!
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal.
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Miss Teniro bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Teniro.
Yes?
Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Teniro, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at that time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? I'm falling asleep. Goodbye. Miss Cammy Meal! Huh? The bathroom? Be the one to ask the questions here.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know.
You take me for a fool? It's a little too convenient to be true.
But it's the truth. Cross my heart.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
You don't believe me, do you? Please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out?
Oh boy.
Okay. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too. She's the one in charge of the elevator key card in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious.
Please leave Miss Teniro out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda.
Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I?
Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kind of like... I have absolutely no interest to people who cannot appreciate my sense of design!
She's got a crush on Edgeworth! Now's the time for this sort of talk. Okay, hold on. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop. But she also has access.
Hold it!
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal?
I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count!
But I spend so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English, especially those who speak Berignian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent.
Oh, you mean that kind of, what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place? What else could I have meant?
Yeah, so I'm really good at Berignian.
She's fluent in Berignian. Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Berignian.
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Berignian.
Very interesting. She's the one that forged the document. Oh, wait, that's another... all I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Berignian stuff. Okay, and what about this?
Objection!
Yeah. That's what I thought. So you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Berignian. Is that correct?
Ah, and she's gone. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Berignia for a while.
If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Berignian is you, Miss Meal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Elif Red could not have occurred. She's so out of it. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you! Oh shit, what is that? Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you. Oh, it's Bubbles! Oh my god! Oh, now she's wide awake, Jesus. Her sleeping was fake!
Well, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It is exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document, but you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it.
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So, sorry about that.
It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
Suppose. And this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that. Objection! If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have had a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring, and just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes.
So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Teniro who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her, and this evidence will prove my suspicions. The bear.
Take that!
Oh, never mind. Not the bear. It's not the bear. Oh, wait, no, it's the suitcase. It's her suitcase.
Take that!
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Teniro for the murder. Miss Teniro buys a suitcase on every flight she works at without fail. We need some Wawa.
Refreshing.
Okay. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase.
Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. Who he was. The killer was at a loss of what to do with Agent Hicks's body. As it just so happened, there were a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer thought to put his body in the suitcase and hand it off. You mean that the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence? No, that's not what I said. You've wrongly deduced my meaning, Miss Meal. Ah, fuck! Ow! What special circumstance dictated the need for the killer to... Maybe it was where? I don't understand! Oh, yeah, we're in the fucking air! I'm a little bit silly. Oh my god. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane, mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is...
How did you get past security? His fortress is impenetrable.
Door was unlocked. Son of a bitch! No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Cammy Meal. Only you and you alone could be the killer. Yawn. And? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture. Something that hasn't been accounted for. His phone!
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing. And still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me. That's right. But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Come on, get serious. The victim fell to his death from that height. Wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I do. Oh shit. Agent Hicks's phone! It's ringing from somewhere, sir! I hear it, detective. Now where is it coming from? Trying to... Is it coming from... Is it letting me leave? Shit, it is. Oh! Oh, fuck!
It's in her locker. The ringing is coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. It's in her locker. The ringing is coming from somewhere around here. But it's not here, sir. Why do I have such a bad feeling about where we're going to find... I don't hear any sounds. Oh, it's in her locker! The ringing's coming from in here, sir! What? No, it can't be. It's gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenero's. What? Oh boy. Why is LeBlanc still here? So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where'd you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tenero's locker.
What? But
Rhoda Tenero?
I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait! I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time. This is related to the keycard, alright. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have been something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
I need another drink of Wawa. I got distracted by a book. Welcome back, Mink. What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Oh, 3D phone! Woo! Crack. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Button? This must be the switch that opens the phone. Okay. Broken screen. Camera. Ah, it's a camera lens! Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francisca! I need you to confirm something. His cell phone. Can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I'd say I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. The phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. May I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Francisca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data onto my phone. Oh shit! Francisca, your phone, if you please. Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now.
Oh. This is... Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey! The Aleph Red's nowhere in this picture!
This has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Oh, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks's killer, sir. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo we can use? The suitcase is still there. The fact that all the suitcases are here in this photo is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly is so odd about the suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
I was only...
Shit.
What's all this?
That's right, there's boxes.
Oh, they are cargo shipped from Berignia to Shangfa.
So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Shangfa.
Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of those boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Berignian. It says, wingdings. It is cloth in English. Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer... What? What is for that scary face? Miss Meal.
Yeah?
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator.
Huh?
He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will... Oh! Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. Because our cloth is Berignian.
What is that supposed to prove?
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I've finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Shangfa had cloth written on it. In Berignian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Berignian. The only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Camille. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Berignian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. If the killer supposedly could not comprehend Berignian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Bedsheets.
Take that!
Hey, it says bedsheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely. And bedsheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bedsheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
However, the killer chose to use some Berignian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Berignian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Shangfa? That's right. That's why the Berignian cloth was used. And the only Berignian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Camille. You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Shangfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. Ugh! So what do you say, Miss Meal? Why not confess to your crime here and now?
Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Shangfa? Oh! Bubbles! Oh my god!
Who knew that Bubbles could be so deadly?
He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Oh shit! I...
Oh boy. Hey! We did it!
We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir.
Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that?
They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir.
She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Hi, ma'am.
Mr. Edgeworth! I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
It's a fucking suitcase! That's...
I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No. I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh, thank you,
Especially since it's $1,200 fucking dollars!
I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Fuck! God damn! Ooh! Good one, guys. Jesus. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye! I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir.
But boy, was it fun!
Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges.
By the way, where's Francisca?
Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure.
Departure?
Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case.
Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier?
You got it, sir.
Huh? Oh, we gotta find Francisca! Hi, ma'am! Francisca.
I thought I told you when you first landed I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time, however, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
You are Francisca von Karma, a very proud prosecutor, deserving of much respect.
Only until a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing pariah living in her life on the name and fame of her invincible father belt.
True, your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
Huh? What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds like a dangerous assignment.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I suppose you can.
Plus, there's another agent on this case with me.
Oh? Another agent?
He's a star among Interpol agents, and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths.
I suppose. but I doubt he would say the same.
I'm not following you.
You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough, and when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full.
Bye, Queen.
Just like that, she's gone, huh, sir?
Thank goodness, I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles today. Oh my god, poor Gumshoe! Oh, this poor man! Good god. Oh, just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. How about you invite him to dinner? Yeah, exactly. Gumshoe just needs a good din-din. He needs some yummy foods. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Oh.
Who is it?
Hmm?
Room service!
Edgeworth speaking. Oh, good timing! Jesus! I'm good. I cut to random stranger phone call and then just sad violin. I'm good. Oh man, that got me. Because sad violin came in as I pressed the button for the next text box, and I thought that was the in-game music. Mink has the best timing. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was the in-game music. Alright. Finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? My boy! Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano. Huh? I don't think we've met this guy in the other... Cause, okay, Amano is a different character. Armando was Godot. And this is not Godot. Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano? Correct? Huh, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. Glorious King Diego Armando. Yes! We love Godot in this household! There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been kidnapped. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're gonna save over here. Kidnap, turnabout. Okay, chat! Like we always do in Ace Attorney. We're gonna watch our beginning cutscene. Just to see what we're gonna be dipping our toes in later. And then we're gonna call it here. Alright. We're gonna watch our beginning cutscene. Yes, yes. Don't die. Alright, beginning cutscene, and then we're calling it here. Oh, we don't know where we are. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Oh, Jesus. What the suitcase? Let's see, I checked that the money is all there. Oh, okay. I guess that's our beginning cutscene, because I can now... Because now I can move the text forward at my own pace. We're gonna call that the intro cutscene. I love that the money is being dropped off in the fucking suitcase. Okay! Next Ace Attorney stream, I guess we're dealing with a kidnapping. Yippee! Yeah, I can't even call it a cutscene. Jesus. What the hell? Yippee! Alright. Is there anyone that I can raid? Oh, there's no one I can raid. Boo! Okay. Alright, chat, you guys can just scatter. Thanks for chilling, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks again to Knife King 23 for the follow. Yes, yes! We are 5 follows away from our follower goal, which is like we're gonna be playing my first ever playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. And yes, we're using the Wii U. I do not care about the follower goal. But Twilight Princess! Good Legend of Zelda game! No, I'm kidding. We don't care about the follower goal, we only care about the sound alerts. Okay? Alright, chat. Next stream will be tomorrow. We will continue our adventure in Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. All we care about is the metal pipe. Alright! Chat! Remember to drink some water. Remember to eat some snacks. And remember that you are a loved and valued person. I'm hopping off for the night. You guys can just scatter. Thanks for chilling. I greatly appreciate it. Bye-bye, guys! Bye-bye!